Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel Trade with Arshul, and today's video is about this new week analysis, the opening of the week, which is 3rd May today. This is a video from my sessions that I was doing live on a Zoom session that I did live with all my people on my group, which is a free group. You're free to join. Just join through the link which is on the comment, which is on the description below. So that's pretty much it. And before we begin, I just want to give the disclaimer that forex trading contains risk of real money and past results do not guarantee future results. And please do read the disclaimer. So there's not many setups yet since last week, but we're gonna look today, and I hopefully think we're gonna find some good ones. Cause I'm just gonna look at it just a bit. I took GUCad. Oh, that's nice, man. It's amazing. GUCad, it was crazy. The GUCad was just crazy. I had a zone over around probably here. Well, I was looking at this target to be met first, and what was happening as it not come up there. So yeah, currently it's actually a bigger structure. We're gonna look at GU just in a bit. I always like to start with the DXY, so I'm just gonna look at it, and then I'm gonna go and look at the other pairs. So if you guys can hear me, that'd be like, if you guys can just text. Do you guys want me to unmute you guys? If you want, I can do that as well. We can talk and discuss together what we see and what we do not see. It's gonna be good. So yeah, let's start with maybe this DXY. So DXY right now, the overall monthly bias was bearish, as we all know. We're looking for a lower low. We were looking for a lower low at least, but right now I'm kinda not sure about it, because but I'm still based on the bearish DXY for the long term, like the very long term. It's not about today or tomorrow or this week, for the very long term. And we're also looking at then the weekly, same thing. But when you come at the daily and so on, and especially the 4-hour, you can see it's kinda being bearish, bullish for now. Okay, so especially on the 4-hour, if you look at it, it's a clear break of structure. It has a clear break of structure. So we might be seeing a bullish DXY this week in the beginning, and maybe as we go out throughout the week, it might turn out to be bearish again. But in the beginning, I'm thinking we might most probably be seeing a bullish DXY, probably coming back to this area. I'm just gonna mark it up, probably coming back to this area, this one. Okay, so this is a good zone to come at. Also it can also probably be around this zone. Can also probably be around this zone. Okay, so to understand, guys, to understand these all, you have to understand the smart money concepts, and I hope most of you do. So what am I doing? Whatever I'm doing, you must understand the smart money concepts to understand it. So yeah, so I am looking at DXY to come up this week in the beginning, and then maybe as the week goes on, I'm just gonna remove this because okay, so DXY long term, I'm just gonna write long term. Okay, long term bias, bearish, alright, or else it's gonna confuse a lot of people. So yeah, so this is pretty much it for DXY. To be very honest, we don't have much. We have just liquidity over here, some liquidity around here, around this area. So I'm looking at some bullish DXY this week, and then we're gonna look at how it can do probably next week or within the week. I'm gonna do another session and look at what it's actually gonna do. Now, if you go to EURUSD, EURUSD is bearish. Like we can completely see that this week, at least in the beginning, it's gonna be bearish. I'm looking at for it to come around this area, which is this one. You can see here. Let me just show you guys in just a second. So if you look at daily, okay, you can see the rejection on EURUSD. Okay, sorry, my bad. Okay, so on EURUSD, you can see the rejection over here, literally over here, around this area, around this imbalance, around this proper imbalance. Okay, and this over here, they have orders in here as well. If you look at charts of like 2 days or 3 days, or even weekly, you can literally see that even weekly there's sorry, excuse me, even weekly, this area, this is the last range, right? This is the last range. If this is the range they are literally coming off of the 78, 88 level almost, and I don't see it coming back down that far, but it might, we don't know. But right now, this week, right now in the beginning of the week, I think we're just gonna be bearish. So I'm looking at a setup maybe around here, maybe around this area. Okay, so maybe a setup around let's do 8 hours. I think 8 hours gonna give us a okay, sorry, my bad, I don't have, damn it, I forgot to get the no worries. So anyway, so I think if you even look at this one, I think I personally don't like this setup as much as I do with GU, which I'm going to show in a bit, but I think in the beginning of the week it might just be bearish, like something like this, okay, or maybe something like this, like something putting off this one, okay. So, and I am strongly waiting for this area for a buy. However, the problem is it has liquidity around this area as well, okay, and it can easily go off this bear, completely off this one, because of, you know, DXY being so DXY being a little bullish this week. So I'm looking at something like this for, I'm just going to draw it down for you guys. So I'm looking for something like mostly this. I don't expect it to come that far, maybe around this imbalance at max, but and then around this area or coming out. So I wouldn't exactly buy this yet. I'm gonna wait for it, but me being me, I might just put a limit there because I'm mostly gonna be sleepy, I guess. So yeah, so I wouldn't mind taking the loss. So this one, and most probably if it does not work out, then we're going even down. The next thing we have is GU. So if you look at GU, okay, so if you look at GU, GU is in an interesting zone, to be honest. GU has a really nice setup to be played out this week. Why do I say that? Because GU has a perfect area, which is basically this one, right? As we all know, GU has broken structure. You can see that, right? High, lower high, higher low. Oh, sorry, lower high, and then lower low. So it has broken structure, and now we're expecting it to do something like this again, right? Now, if this works out, this is gonna be my target, okay? This is gonna be my target, and what I'm gonna expect is basically I'm gonna expect it to take out around this area. Let me just say around this area. So I'm gonna look at the setup. Yeah, exactly. It seems like a daily retracement. So, but I still think it's gonna be it's gonna come down to this area. So if it like does come down before it goes, because this is my overall target even now, okay, but again we have a liquidity over here as well, so it might not break this range, but it can easily come down to this one. Yeah, I do trade lower time frames. Yes, I do. I mostly trade lower time frames. What I do is I mark up the areas, and when it comes to that area, I look for something like this in the lower time frame, okay. So maybe something like this, and something like this, and then maybe something like this. So this would be my entry, and I would probably have a 10-20 pip stop loss, or 5-10 pip stop loss, and gain an intraday 1:10 or 1:5. That's pretty much how I trade. I'm not saying I don't lose. I lose a lot. I've got like 30-40% accuracy, but that's pretty nice. It pays me enough. Like I'm actually doing my FTMO, so I'm gonna show you guys how I do and so on. So yeah, so the thing about this is it captured this liquidity, okay? Why this area is interesting to me is it captured this liquidity. You can see it captured this liquidity, and so that means they do have orders in here. They must have orders in here. It can also play off this imbalance, because that's the area, if you look at this, the resistance, what retail people call. So it can also play off this one, but I'm looking at around this area. So if you are so like if you just want to play a limit, you can just do that with like 25 pip stop loss, get a 1:5 or so on. I probably am gonna wait for a what you call it, a lower time frame, but I think you can play a limit here as well. It's nice. It looks good. We have liquidity over here, so I would suggest when you reach around this area, you take partials if this works out, of course, and then the next target would be this if it works out. Okay, I'm not like I'm not a market maker, guys. I'm just trading with risk reward. If I lose, I lose. If I win, I win. There's no fear or nothing there, really. Nothing to care about, to be very honest. Like, I'm happy with whatever happens. And again, I'm just gonna go with EURUSD because I think I noticed something, which was this one. So yeah, EURUSD, if you look at it, it also has a proper breakout structure over here, right? This one is a nice breakout structure, right? Okay, yeah, I lost that. So this one's a nice breakout structure as well. So I think this area actually might work out. This one actually might work out, right? I'll probably take this one. So yeah, this area might actually work out, and I would again look for lower time frames around this area, and that's pretty much it. So EURUSD should be like this, and again, I think I might actually play this one. So I'm gonna wait for it and look for it, because this is a really interesting area for me. It's liquidity capture, and remember, guys, it's still not bearish on the higher time frames. I'm still looking at a bullish EURUSD, and why is that? Because if you look at long term, look at this. I want to show you guys why am I looking at this. Okay, so basically what it's doing is got this liquidity, right? This is monthly, guys, so it's like since 2014, so it's a big chart. Okay, so that's why I'm looking at a higher high and not a higher low here, or not a lower high here. I'm looking for a higher high. Why? Because I think it's trying to prove something. Like, why would it reject of this area if it did not have to create a higher high? It definitely had to, right? So I don't see it like, I see it long-term bullish, but I would suggest we can play off sells this week because it looks good around this area. So would be maybe around this area, so it's nice, and then play the bulls as well, like the buys as well. So it can be something like this. Anyway, this is just a rough of it. I'm gonna play the lower time frames. Let me just look at gold, because some people want to see gold, and there's like a lot of people always wanting to see gold, so I'm just gonna go with gold. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I remember I called this gold last week, and sadly, like, it was really upsetting. For me, it did not catch, but for some people, I don't know, the charts were different and they got this over here. The market came up there. For me, it did not. It was around this area, and I actually played the wick. The limit is around here. It missed by just a few pips, and that just sucked, guys. That sucked. I won't lie, that sucked. Anyway, so also I called this one as well. Yeah, exactly. I also called this one as well, which was this. If you look at this open, right? This was a proper liquidity capture and the move, right? It was a small intraday move that was around, not small, but small for gold actually. It was around 200 pips, and you could have easily caught something around there. For example, I don't have the replay mode right now because I'm not using the premium version right now. I'm probably gonna buy one right after this session, I hope. So I remember it was somewhere around, let me just look at it. Where was it? Yeah. So it was around this area, right? Wait. Oh no, not here. It was around, damn it, my chart's not loading properly. It definitely is worth long term, guys. It definitely is. I've been trading for almost 2 or 2.5 years now, and I've been failing for almost a year in the beginning, but that's because I've never had the proper education, never had the proper mentality, the mindset, the psychology. But when you have that, when you learn from proper educators, from proper people, it's completely worth it. But when you are taught by people who just want to make money through teaching, or people who just want to scam you, people who just wants to get you in the team like IML does and so on, it's complete bullshit. Okay, so you gotta know what you're going with. Like, I see trading as a business, guys. I'm gonna talk about gold, but let me just put in some psychology for you guys. I see trading as a business, okay? So I invest some money. If I lose, like, it's like a t-shirt business. Let's say it's a t-shirt business, okay? And you invest some money and you don't have the proper education to sell it. You don't know how to market and so on. You won't be making money, right? You won't be making money. That money that you invested is eventually gonna be a loss, because you eventually have to sell in probably in a lesser price and so on, right? It's the same thing here. It's the same thing. You're investing money. You must know what you're doing. You must learn what to do, and you must learn from the right people. You must learn from the right people. That is the most important thing here. You can invest a lot of money in marketing, but if it's not reaching to the right audience, it's not gonna, your t-shirts are not gonna sell. It's the same thing here. And the most important thing over here is the risk reward. And that's even the same thing in every business, even the t-shirt business that I'm talking about. The money you're risking and the reward that you're getting is exactly what's the same in here in trading. If you know, like, there's this sentence that every big people, the ones who have like a lot of experience and done a lot of things, what they say is, trading, you must have an edge in your trading. You must have an edge in your trading, and that is the only time you're gonna be successful. Now, what is that edge I'm talking about? For me, edge is risk reward. Okay, it's risk reward. That's the edge for me. For you, it could be something else. For you, it could be accuracy. Probably you are 90% accurate, but that's a very, very, very unlikely scenario. So the best way to have an edge is to have risk reward. So think about it. Even if you win like 30% of the time, 3 out of 10 trades, and you're making 1:5 every single trade, you're winning, man. You're winning. As long as you win long term, it does not matter how and why and how are you winning. As long as you're winning, that's pretty much it. But winning comes with losing, right? So you're actually losing 7 trades and winning 3, but still making money. People don't just understand this. People are like, and why is it so important? Why am I talking about this? Why is it so important? Let's say you have a setup here, okay? Let's say you have a setup here. You take the setup, you have a loss, okay? Then you take a setup, you win. And then you take another setup and you win, okay? But as you were winning and you suddenly lose another setup probably over here, now you're afraid to take the next setup. That's where the mindset comes in. Now the next setup was this one, and this could be a profit, but you did not take it because you're afraid that you just lost. That's where the mindset comes in. You must try and take setups. You must take setups based on a complete group of setups, not one single set. You must not take setups based on you must take setups based on number of series, not just a single number. So it doesn't have to be one trade and then I analyze what I did. You must take 10 trades or 20 trades and then analyze what you did wrong and what you did right. That's how you're gonna be trading. You cannot just trade based on a single trade. Like, I take this trade, if it's loss, if it's a loss, if it's a trade, if it's a profit, if it's a profit. It does not work that way, guys. You must think of it as a number of series, a series of trades, not a single trade, okay? And that's how you can keep rolling, and it is completely worth long term. Even though I don't make the most money in the world, I win, and I'm happy with that. However, I don't make the most money in the world because I don't invest that much. I did not invest that much, but I do want to, okay? I'm just a 22-year-old kid who earns money out of a social media agency and then forex trading. So forex trading helps me make more money because it helps me support other things, but I did not invest as much. But I'm trying to, and I have a trading plan, and the plan is to pass as many FTMOs and then work out with it, because that's the best way to do it, right? You're not losing money, you're not investing money, you're leveraging others' money to make money. Like, what's the risk there? It's easier than like risking in a business or on a capital business or anything else. So I think trading is completely worth long term for whoever was asking that question. So yeah. Okay, so to go with gold, I hope I gave you guys some nuggets or whatever you want to call it, like some good mindset psychology and so on. So I'm looking at gold in a different scenario now. So I don't really see much. Yeah, I see this liquidity capture over here, so I'm still bearish on gold. It might actually play off this one. It might, I'm not saying it should, but it might actually come back here, guys. I think it might actually come back here. So around this area, okay? It might actually come back around this area and play off this. Or. So guys, this is where it comes in. You must, exactly what I just said, right? Even if you take this setup, let's say you take this setup and you lose, you must not be afraid to take the next setup. Why? Because you know you're doing things right. You're taking consideration of a series of trades, not a single trade. So this is a key zone as well, this candlestick and this imbalance. So I would not just play this imbalance, I would wait for the market to see what the market does. This is a nice zone to play completely, but again, I would wait and see what the market does, because I don't like to play gold up front directly, because it's super, like, I don't want to lose like for nothing, you know. It's like just risking for nothing when you just go in with gold direct, unless it's a very nice trade with a proper risk reward, only then. So guys, if you took this trade, if you were looking at this one and you wanted to play in the lower time frame, this actually was a really nice area to play at. This one was a really nice area to play at, but sadly you would have gotten break even eventually, but you would have made good money. Like, even if you did get break even, you would have made good money. Like, let's say I did not play gold, guys, because I missed it, as you guys know. So it's like, okay, you might have gotten stopped out depending on your broker, because it's like but you could have easily gotten a 1:5. And another one was around, I remember it was on the 1 minute, I guess. I was practicing the other day. I practice every day, just so you guys know. So everything I know is because I practice. I'm not the best trader in the world, but I'm pretty damn good. So, and that's all because I practice every single day. No matter what I do, I make sure I practice. Oh yeah, I was looking at something like this. I was looking at this. So if you were looking at the market at this zone, this was a complete indicator that the market's shifting. Okay, so look at this. It's I just so you guys know, I only trade setups that look like this: double top, liquidity capture, structure break, retest. This is the only kind of setup I trade. Now, why would I have taken this? Because over here, this is a really nice candlestick, right? And this one would have only be like 10-12 pips stop loss. So for gold, it's pretty good. I would not expect it to come back here. Like, even if it did, I would be fine with it, because it's gold, man. And I could have easily captured let's say wow, this is beautiful, guys. So you gotta capture a 1:25, to be very honest. 1:20, and if you can make 1:20 in a day, why care what else? How can you not be profitable in trading? Like, just facts. I give everything away for free, guys. All my videos are away for free. I'm not selling anything to you. I only sell my access to the people who want them access. I'm not even selling it. It's just to the people who want them. If you want like a live session with me, only then I sell people access. That if you want one-on-one live session to practice and so on. So I'm just gonna help you learn. That's pretty much it. I don't sell anything. So I'm not doing these to sell you anything, just so you guys know. Anyway, I have only 10 minutes on this so I'm looking at gold around this area. I don't look much at trading, to be very honest. I'm not looking at much in gold right now. I'm gonna update you during the week with more setups. So if you guys have any other pair you want me to look at, because I have only like 9 minutes left on this call. So if you guys have any pair, just let me know. I like looking at USDCAD, so I'm gonna look at that so far. I appreciate each one of you who is attending this. If you guys want to speak, you can just let me know. I'm gonna let you in. Like, if you have any questions or so on. Okay, so we still. Oh yeah. So remember I said DXY. I'm looking at a bullish DXY now. So look at this. USDCAD, UCad finally is creating that monthly lower low that I was expecting. Finally, okay, and we have extreme liquidity, extreme, okay, I'm gonna say this again, extreme liquidity on the long term for USDCAD, and there's like a lot. So if we can catch this trade even after failing 10 times, you're gonna make a lot of money. Even after failing like 10 times to catch this trade, you're gonna make a lot of money. So I was looking at this area on the daily imbalance, but you can see that around this area actually, yeah, see it did not work out. So my next target goes to this one actually, this candlestick, and I just think it might actually, guys, this might actually give a reaction that can go far, like above everything else, to be very honest, like above all these liquidities. It just might, it actually just might. So I wouldn't just play it, I would wait for confirmations, maybe, you know, liquidity capture and so on, as you do. But it can be a big damn trade and it can look super good. I'm just gonna delete this just a bit. Okay, so it can actually play out really good. I think this is gonna be an amazing setup if it plays out. I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. Appreciate you, my friend. Appreciate you for coming here. Where are you guys from, by the way? If you could like write, I'd appreciate it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, so guys, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna upload this video on YouTube. Nice to meet you, man. I did not know Bangladeshis were on my channel, to be very honest. I myself am a Bangladeshi, but I don't really have much Bangladeshi on my trading channel. It's more people from UK and US or some other part of the world. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate every one of you. I'm gonna upload this video on YouTube. Oh, that's nice, man. Trinidad and Tobago, awesome. And I'm gonna do this again very soon, and hopefully I'm gonna give some charts this week. We don't have much yet, but I'm gonna try and give out trades that I'm gonna take, because you guys know I'm doing FTMO, guys. So any trade I take, I'm gonna trade a good trade. Like literally, I'm gonna take a good trade. If not, I'm gonna lose the FTMO. So it's fine. Even if I lose, it's fine. But if I want to win, so I'm gonna try and do my best. Dwelling is the worst part about trading, guys. So never dwell, okay? Never. It's not about just trading. If you want to be an entrepreneur, which trading means you're an entrepreneur, you're doing business. So if you're doing business, you must be okay with losing. I'm born with the DNA of losing, okay? Oh, awesome, man, awesome. I hope you do good. And just let me know. I'm gonna help you if you need help. So I like helping people on FTMO. I've like passed 3 people's FTMO so far, and all of them are doing pretty good. So I'm happy, and that's pretty much it. So guys, yeah, as I was saying, if you are trading, you cannot be afraid of losing, guys. Okay. Please, guys, please, if I want anything in return, that's for you to subscribe to my channel on YouTube and on my Instagram, this channel and the one on Trade with Arshil. So I appreciate you all if you guys just follow me on Instagram and YouTube, and also Twitter, because Twitter I do a lot of you know, psychology sessions and so on. So psychology and so on. I tweet a lot of stuff about trading as well. So appreciate you all, and before we leave, I'm just gonna look at Bitcoin in a bit. So I was expecting Bitcoin to be bullish again. I'm expecting it to take out this level around 64k, 60k minimum. I'm taking it to take out 60k this week, maybe around this area. If it does not work out, if this area does not work out, it's going down towards this one. It's going down towards this area, okay, so, or maybe even lower. So that's pretty much it. The last one, Bitcoin. If you guys want me to look at anything else like Ethereum or something, I don't really have much on Ethereum yet. I see it completely bullish. I think it's gonna come down and just take out this liquidity once and play off this area again, like this area again, okay, and then go up again, up like somewhere around here, like something like this, okay, something like this, okay, bang suddenly, and then again bang, 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 bang. So I expect something like this on Ethereum. Not right now, of course, it's completely bullish right now, but as soon as you see it is failing to create a higher high, I would like to see this. So yeah. Well, I don't really trade Cardano, so I would not know. But sure, if you want, I'm gonna just reach me out. I'm gonna help you out with it. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you all. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna upload this on YouTube. Do check it out. Thank you for joining. Please do follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to my YouTube Trade with Arshil. Thank you, guys.